PopADew!
We didn't really get into in that podcast, though, about you winning the Poppin' Challenge, though. So congratulations, Crypt, on winning
thank you, brother.
Poppin' Challenge.
I appreciate it.
I want to know where you were when you found out.
We were actually on the phone, weren't we? Well, like,
No.
I don't know. Well, you don't know, because, so here's the thing.
We weren't. You texted me asking if the person was legit. You texted me asking if the person was legit, remember?
Did I text you or did I call you? Pretty sure I called you.
Yeah, you called me. You called me asking if the person was legit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was sitting right here at this desk, and I think I was editing YouTube Cypher Volume 3, like putting people in certain spots, and I remember like I was taking a break, checking my Instagram DMs, and I looked at my request, and I had one from a verified check marker, and it was KSI's manager. It said, "Yo, Crypt, give me a call, give me his phone number. I'm KSI's manager," and it like just felt very scammy. Because, like, I hate giving out my phone number regardless. I never give out my phone number. Yeah. And so I think I called you because you said you had talked to him. Like, I remember talking to you earlier in the week about it and saying that you had been talking with KSI's manager. And I made sure that was him. And you gave me the green light. So I called him. And I actually have the audio recorded of this, but it's really shitty. And, like, I don't think they want me putting that out. You shouldn't. Regardless, so I'm not going to put it out.
Yeah.
But... I mean, obviously, I knew something was going to happen when he asked me to call him, because you just don't do that. And that would have been funny if he had me call him, and then JJ answered. It's like, "Fuck you, Crypt," and then hung up.
That would have been
the greatest troll of all time. It definitely would have. I would have just, like, looked at my phone and be like, "I deserve that," and then just kept going on with my day. But, yeah, I called him, and he's like, "Crypt, you did a great job with the Poppin' Challenge. Just want to say you placed in the top 3. And I was like, "Oh, yeah? That's fucking awesome." And there was a little silence. He's like, "Would you like to know what spot you placed in?" I'm doing a horrible accent.
Yeah, don't do it. Just talk a regular voice.
You know, I'm this far into it. I got to keep going.
Okay.
So I was like, "Yeah, I'd love." He's like, "Well, you weren't number 3." Or no, he said, "No, well, you weren't number 2." I was like, "Okay." He said, "You weren't number 1." I was like, and inside of me, I died a little bit. And I was like, "Oh, okay." It's like, "So you were number 3, so I just need you." "Oh, wait a minute, I'm reading this wrong. You won the Poppin' Challenge." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, bro?" Like, I got super excited. I started tearing up a little bit because, like, it's a huge fucking thing. And, yeah, he's like, "Yeah, bro, you can't tell anybody, but you won by a fucking landslide." He told me that I had over 200,000 votes, that it wasn't even close. And, you know, they were all super excited. And that I needed to send stems over and stuff like that. But I knew 3 to 4 days before KSI's video came out. So I was, like, sitting there holding on to all this information, about to lose my shit every time somebody tweeted me asking about the results, like wondering what was going on with the Poppin' Challenge. And I'm just sitting here like, "I won! And, yeah, I had to keep secrets from my family and everybody else. It was a hard thing to do, for sure.
Yeah, what did you tell me when you found out?
Oh, yeah, so obviously I had to tell Joey because, like, he knew I was talking to KSI's manager. I was like, "Ah, shit. I got to figure out how to do this."
So let me take over.
I think
okay, let me. This man deceived me. I thought we were friends. I guess not. So I wanted to cancel the PopADew podcast
why the fuck
here on
would you
camera.
Think that?
Yeah. Read between the lines, Joe. Do you see the way I talk to you? Wasn't joking at all this whole time. Yeah. So I was like, keep me posted. Yeah, you're about to call this dude. Keep me posted. And he texted me back, and he was like, man, it was such a convincing text, yo. He was like, so I didn't win, but I was in the top 5, and he was just like, keep telling me to just keep going. And he definitely notices what we're doing and what we're working on and stuff like that. And I was like, oh. Like it sounded so believable, yo. Like, don't believe a word this dude Crypt says, man. Like,
I think I even threw in like that he talked about mine and your album.
Yeah.
Didn't I say that?
Which?
Yeah. He actually did though.
Oh, okay.
He did.
Great.
Yeah. He mentioned you.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, can you tell your friend to stop messaging me?"
Can you tell your producer to quit fucking talking to me?
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Your producer, Jesus Christ. Yeah. So yeah, he said that, and then yeah, and then I told Alfreda, my fiance, that was on the hook of Psycho. That's how I could refer. That's how everybody could know her or know about her.
Yeah.
And the first thing she said to me when I said you didn't win was, he's lying. That was the first thing.
Dude,
she
women
said.
know.
Yeah,
women know.
It's scary.
Man.
It's very scary. And yeah, I was like, nah. He definitely didn't win. Like he said, like top 5. He said he was placed in the top 5. I was like, why would you just say that? And I was like,
sorry.
Yeah, f you. So the how much time passed? Was it a day?
So what?
I think it was a whole day.
No, it was like 3. Oh, before I told you.
Yeah, I think it was a whole day. Yeah, it was a whole day.
It might have been more than that. So like I originally, they told me not to tell anybody. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna fucking tell anybody because somebody's gonna put this shit out there.
Yeah.
But they made me. I had to send in stems of the audio. And so like I sent them, and my mom is like my manager, so she sees all the emails and stuff too. So I was like, oh shit, she's gonna see that I sent something to KSI's team.
Ah.
So I was like, oh okay. I was like, I gotta tell mom. I was like, but she's my manager, so it's like, yeah, I thought it would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And my mom was already having just a super shitty day. She had called me earlier that day crying because the bank fucked up some paperwork, because I'm buying a house right now, and the bank fucked up some paperwork, and I'm gonna have to spend way more money to buy this house than we thought. Like, I'm still gonna be able to get it, but like she just called me crying her fucking eyes out, man. She was so upset. And shout out to Mama Crypt, she really cares. Damn. But you know, I called her, and like I could still tell she was a little down. I was like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I was like, "Well, you want to make your day better?" So like, what? It's like, I won the Poppin challenge, and like she just started crying again. And was like super fucking happy, dude. I almost started crying because my mom was crying.
Yeah.
It's just such a wholesome moment, man.
Damn, man.
And then I think I told you like a day and a half later, because we were on the phone, and you were grilling the shit out of me about it, asking me questions that I didn't have answers for.
No.
You definitely were. You were asking me shit, and I was like, dude, I can't stand talking to this guy anymore. I won the Poppin challenge. Leave me alone.
Well, because you mentioned that, like, he mentioned about our album. You said something about that. I was like, okay, I want to know what this person thinks about our album or what they said about it. And I was asking you more questions about that than anything. And then you just came out of nowhere. You was like, all right, I'm going to tell you something, but you can't tell anybody or whatever. I was like, okay.
Man.
And you didn't say
I hope they don't listen to this. I really hope they don't listen to this, because they told me not to tell anybody, and I told my mom, and I told
I think it's okay now, but like,
yeah, I guess it's okay now.
I don't think if it was me, I would not care. I would just make sure that
yeah. Listen, I had to tell them, okay? Yeah. I had to. It's only because my mom would have seen the messages, so because she's my manager, she would have known. And Joey was grilling the shit out of me, okay? He told me he was going to fucking kill me if I didn't do it.
All right,
we
were not
had a
supposed
knife
to talk about
to my
that.
virtual throat.
All right, I guess the cat's out.
He literally had a bomb of anthrax sent to my mail.
Wow, don't say things like that. Anyways,
don't send me anthrax in the mail, and I won't say things like that.
Yeah, so... Yeah, he was like, yeah, I won the Poppin challenge, and then I was kind of like freaking out a little bit. But I didn't even know that Crypt was like really, I didn't know he cared that much about it, because he did his verse so damn quick. And it was like,
yeah.
And he was just like, yo, can you mix this for me? I was like, yeah, sure. And I don't know if you even were going to do that long of a verse originally until you heard mine. If we're gonna keep it $1.50 plus tax.
Yeah, if we're gonna keep it a $1.50 plus tips.
Tax.
Yeah, plus tax. I thought you said plus tips. I was like, that didn't make sense, but I'm gonna roll with it. But yeah. So I originally, if you listen to my Poppin remix, I stopped it. Fuck, when did I stop? I stopped it halfway. Like I literally doubled my verse after I heard that Joey wrote an entire fucking song.
Yeah, before the spelling part. You didn't originally have the spelling part.
Yeah, I didn't have the alliteration down. It's after dropping hits after hits after hits like a slugger. I'm a poppin' motherfucker, reppin' is my bread and butter, snagging his cream and his cheese every single time that I utter. Bitch, I'm poppin'. And that's when it was gonna stop and go on into KSI's verse.
Mm-hmm. Which I thought would have been appropriate. But hey.
Yeah, I think it would have been dope. I don't think it would have won though. That's the thing is it's so hard to exemplify skill and like make something memorable in a 16. Like I feel like you have to have a 32 for people to be like be wowed.
Yeah, because you need to give them time to vibe, like to get into it.
Yeah.
And then go to the point where they're like, okay, this dude's still going, and then like some bars just hit harder when they're later in a verse. Just because they're later in a verse,
agreed.
some bars just hit harder, and it just
I agree.
Yeah, his jaw didn't drop until you were doing that. Omnipotent. I am not going to embarrass myself.
Omnipotent with obvious intent to overwhelm.
Omnipotent with the
Omnipotent. PopADew!